Hmm. Before we went live, Myth said, "Oh, I gotta plug in my internet. Maybe it takes longer than I." All right, I'll do it then. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mystery Funhouse with another race. Your MC for today is me, Maurice, and your co-MC, I guess, Mythical 9.
Hello.
Let's bring down the roof.
Hello. I don't know. I guess when I plugged in the cable, it hiccups on IRC, and then it's like you're now disconnected, but you're also connected, and you need to get your name back.
Oh, like it reconnects, but
please jump through these hoops to get your name back.
Yeah, you gotta do that ghost thing.
I'm also moderating the match, so I gotta.
You turn into true skill. Alright, but yeah, it's the Mystery Funhouse. We have another race. We got 2 races scheduled for today with a break in between, maybe enough time for a podcast. I gotta check what's available, and it's a little hard to plan because matches take between like 30 and 90 minutes nowadays. Thank you for Shrambles. But let's get going. Oh, that's why the game hasn't been given, because you were gone. I was like, why is the moderator taking so long?
In my defense, Toasty Stone hasn't joined the race yet.
Well,
he was one of our 2 players.
Well, I mean, he's in the room. He just doesn't know you're supposed to join. Oh, never mind. Anyway, racers. Let's have a look at them. Yugge, not she.
It's like Yugge, not Yugge.
No, it's Yugge, not she.
Yugge, not Yugge.
No, it's she.
Why that is not gay, yeah. Why? I thought, okay. Why would anyone ever think it was that second one?
I don't know. Maybe it's like... I really don't know. I don't think even Japanese people would ever pronounce gay like she. Maybe we'll ask him. Maybe...
Except me, apparently.
It's joined 3 times before. This is the first time. The 4th time. The first time. 7-6. Not bad. It's a Lizards 2 match, so I assume this is a 8-7 at this point. Still not bad. A little worse. Percentage-wise, at least. It's like a... what's it called? An asymptote. When you do like n+1 divided by n, you get asymptotic behavior. What's a win rate of 50%.
It's too early in the day for mathematics.
But also look at this, 257 in MTX. Man, that's a lot of participants. But got 25th in MT17. That's like 4 or 5 wins. That's a crazy good performance. But then apparently not as good in MT18. So maybe time to bounce back again. And on the right we got Toasty Stoat. It's a stoat eating a toast. Looks a little AI generated, but I'm not gonna accuse anything.
Yeah, I have the same thought.
It's new. Also 1-1 at this point because it's a Lizards 2. Semi-professional snark. Let's see what they played. Oh, never mind. Toasty Stoat is 0-1. Got like the lucky fall into Lizards where you skip the first round. There's I think 4 of those. Just due to the nature of a double elimination bracket with less than 2 to the power of something participants. So in our case 128. Yugge played Aknolan and Raid, puzzle game where you lay track pieces. Pretty good. Pretty MT bait, I would call it. And then lost to Easy Mad in Blah Blob, which is a Mac homebrew game about wall jumping and just platforming in general. It's a very execution-heavy game. It's a parkour. It's not a puzzle, not a menu.
Not a menu.
Raid is a menu game. Or in our categorization, Raid is Sokoban, and Blah Blob is puzzle platformer. It was like a little puzzly, and like there were like some switches sometimes, and the game would try to trick you, but really it was more execution heavy.
So you
Does-
guys experienced the breadth of what we have to offer in District 2. It's done it all.
Yeah,
It's
it
been on
has
one
done
end and the other.
Sokoban and puzzle platformer. It's all the genres that could have appeared. Wait, this is a game we have? Really?
I'd never heard of it. I'm excited to see what it is.
It's like game wise, it's not great.
Oh.
We'll see.
You just really took all the
Well, maybe it's a
all
good
the wind
race.
out of that particular sale.
Maybe it's a good race, you know? We see that sometimes. It's not really something you would call a good game. Like, I don't know if I would call... What's it called? Not Timu, that's the shop. But it's like a PS1 puzzle game where you play a hamster in a forklift.
Oh, Sumu.
Sumo. I don't know if I would call that a good game. Kind of puzzle game. It's unnecessarily 3D.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry, because that's a game where you are a hamster. Excuse me, a hamster in a forklift, which is like, I'm excited to see that.
Oh,
even if,
okay. So
you know, I'm
so
like,
now
oh, okay,
now
that
you're-
game.
Now you're doubting my authority instead of doubting
Yeah,
the meaning
exactly.
of what I said. Okay, that's
The
fine
bar, the Maurice's bar is so high that even wonderful games can be not great games in his eyes.
too. That's fine too. Tulsi started losing to Pont Noob in Denki Blocks, which was a GBA game about combining colors using ice physics. My best attempt at explaining that one using empty terms. Ice physics.
Is it anything like that game, that like mobile game that went viral? Well, first it was a guy made
Oh,
Threes.
yeah,
and then someone
Threes, and then
blatantly copied it and made
2048.
Yeah. And then that one got way
Um,
more popular. And that
I
was
guess
very
it's
sad.
similar in the sense that you move everything at once. There's ice physics. It's
And
similar.
they combine. Yeah.
Well, they don't combine in that way, but yeah. Like they make a bigger shape. Then you try to not shape yourself out of moves, basically. Which is also like Threes, yes. So that was a puzzle game. Menu game. Didn't do so hot. The game we have drawn is not a puzzle/menu game. The parkour game. I wouldn't call it a puzzle platformer, so that's why our categorization is not as broad as the parkour versus menu categorization. I would call it a parkour game. That's
This
right.
Combat Zero music is setting the stage.
I wouldn't have guessed that this was Ace Combat. Good song. What do you want to talk about? What was yesterday? I missed yesterday. I was at a friend's place. Were there any exciting races?
We had a Hololive game yesterday.
What the fuck?
But look, it was me and GFM, who I am. And first of all, Fauna's not in it, so like, then do
Okay.
you even care at that point? You know?
I mean, I like Fuwamoko. Were they in it?
Nope.
Well then,
Whereas GFM's a fellow Holo fan.
Oh.
He's the submitter even.
I thought it would be funny if you were like co-commentating with someone who knows nothing about Hololive, and then you get like you start throwing all these terms and characters around like that's just common knowledge or something.
Yeah, well, it was actually, there wasn't a lot of opportunity to be like, oh, that's from, okay, here's the story behind this, you know? It was just like, it was just mostly it was just like the blocks were colored to match the character whose stage it was, or, you know, Gura's stage had tridents that poke out of the wall because she has a trident.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of self-evident. Mori Calliope's the Grim Reaper, so there are scythes that spin around. The real winner was the final level. Had you delivering burgers like you do in the music video for Corone's Doggy God's Street, and it plays the song, and I like the song, but only Shrambles. It wasn't part of the goal. Shrambles just showed it off at the end, and he also didn't even have the music on for the entire race. So all of the talented artists who work over there at Holo Live, and all of the singles they put out with all of the Japanese music industry professionals, we didn't hear a word of it. Not a note.
Well, maybe there will be another opportunity to hear some HoloLive music.
Maybe. The game itself was it had some very specific physics. It was some. I don't know if I would like it. If I would like playing it. It was really fast up and down. The wall jumps would rocket you off the walls horizontally and barely vertically at all, and then you would very quickly slow down afterwards.
Endermat subscribing and is on a 65-month streak. It's like 5 years. Crazy.
Wow.
Have we been doing this
So
for
much.
5 years? Have I been involved in production like this? I guess the first
Maybe.
one I did was... When was the first one? 16?
You've done it at least 3.
Hold on.
Blasphemous Roar did a lot
Yeah.
around the sort of like 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 16 is the first one that I made layouts for, at least.
Please don't start thinking about time. Talk about anything else. You talk about so much. Please don't remind me.
Talk about what?
Anything other than the passage of time.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about something else, hold on.
How about we talk about Trample subscribing for 68 months?
Oh my god, get wrecked, Phantom Man! No, do not get wrecked. Thank you very much to both of you. Equally.
Yeah.
Just a little more to Trample.
Just a little more. Just proportionally more.
Although,
Hold on, let me crunch the numbers on this real quick.
well, it's probably 16, 8, 65ths.
It's 4.6% more of a thank you.
Yeah. I hope this was expressed adequately. Alright, here, let's talk about this thing. I put it on screen.
Oh boy.
Cry about beginning of tournament. A cryptic crossword clue.
All right, so I'll have you know I've thought about this a lot in the downtime and I've not made any progress. But maybe someone else here can solve this cryptic clue. But first, you're gonna need to know how these things are even structured. I mean, what does it even mean? Normally a cryptic clue, this is tough because this is a special one, but normally a cryptic clue has a word, almost always at the beginning or end of the sentence of the clue, that is the definition like you would find in a regular crossword. The rest of the words are wordplay that you can use to build up the letters that make up the answer. So if the definition was cry, right, then the rest of the wordplay about beginning of tournament, that's all wordplay. So you could have about could mean RE, like you would say in an email. If you're sending an email to someone and it's about something, it would be RE,
Like
right? And then
circa
beginning,
CA.
yeah. So you could have CA, and then beginning of tournament could be the beginning letter of tournament, which is a T. So it could be cat.
Yeah.
Now, if cat was 4 letters and it meant cry, then you might have a good answer there.
It does not do those things.
Yeah. Now, what's special about this clue is that it's an and lit clue, which is where the whole clue is the definition, and literally is where it comes from. It's the whole clue is also wordplay. So we're looking for a 4-letter word that means cry about beginning of tournament, and every single word here is part of wordplay to make that word, which is obviously very hard to do. So well done to Aaron Dobie for even constructing one at all.
Well, I mean, let's save the well dones for until we know it.
Right, maybe it's horrible and that's why we can't get it.
I'm
We'll
not
all
saying
groan.
it. I'm not saying it is or that it likely is or anything, but just to be on the safe side. Try
So,
about beginning of tournament. I thought it was something like GL. Good luck and have a fun, you know. GLAHAF.
I think the definition very likely is a sort of in-jokey thing that we say around here about Mystery Tournament.
Yeah, or like give game, but obviously that doesn't have a T or a tour, or it's also not 4 letters.
Yep. So I've had no luck with that. I can't think of... I don't think there's anything that means, like, of tournament. And I can't think of a... Okay, so what if tournament is the letters M and T?
Oh. Sure. That is the tournament we're having.
But then I don't know what the word of is doing there.
The beginning of the tournament would be M. It's the mystery tournament.
I guess. It could just be an O. Beginning of. The beginning letter of. Then you would get OMT.
Oh, MT. I don't know, man. I don't know. I asked ChatGPT just out of curiosity. I wasn't actually trying to get an answer, but I was curious what it would do with it. It would come up with like, oh, it's a cryptic crossword clue. I know what that is. You take the beginning of tournament, that's T, which we figured out. Then you put it into cry, and that becomes ball or something. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And then I said, you didn't put the T in the word. And it was like, oh yeah, my mistake. You put the T into cry and it becomes whale. And I'm like, what? I don't think you even know what letters are. That's the problem.
And then it starts to get very self-defensive. Of course I know what letters are. How dare you accuse me of not knowing letters?
I'm made of letters. AI is really funny when it comes to that. How it can just confidently make up stuff and it makes no sense, and then you point out that it makes no sense. It's like, oh, you're right. Here's more nonsense. $1 billion tech, I'm telling you.
I saw a thing that said, like, over this past year, like, interaction with AI has increased by like 50%. More people are using it. Confidence that it will be a good thing has gone down by half, and belief that it will be a negative thing has gone up by double.
Exposure means whatever the opposite of optimism is. Pessimism.
It has the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Oh, we could talk about the flavors. Semi-professional snark. What's a snark?
So, like a snark can be a noun. I think it's a reference to something. But snark, as a maybe it's not a thing. Usually it's someone as being snarky.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
I googled it. I didn't ask ChatGPT just to be safe. It says an imaginary animal used typically with reference to a task or goal that is elusive or impossible to achieve.
Yeah, I don't know where it first came from. Maybe it's just sort of around as a general folklore thing. But like, for example, in the movie Up, the old man wants to keep the kid busy, so he's like, go look for a snark. And he's like, okay, I'll get him. And then he's like, because he's not ever going to find him.
Yeah, he tells him to buy blinker fluid.
What?
It's like a shop thing. When you're in an auto shop, you tell the trainee to go buy some blinker fluid for the car.
I was like, I don't remember that in the movie.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to.
No, yeah. I get you.
And then Yugge.
I need to read this pacement as a moderator. I need to know what I'm looking at is what I'm supposed to see.
Makes sense. And then Yugge says Kuso is active over there. He's also active in the in the rhythm game community. I feel at home over there, so I was surprised to see Yugge over there. But owns a bunch of machines. I'm very jealous. Looks very cool. It looks like we have 2 games. Looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot. I still have to actually put the game on stream. Like the box art and everything.
The submitter has given playlists for the racers to listen to.
Oh, does this
while
game have
playing
none?
This game. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see.
If you want to be cool, play this playlist on shuffle. If you want to be cooler, play this Hollow Live playlist on shuffle. Instead of the game music, it says. So the game will have music. And if both racers opt to play this and their Discord is, or their OBS is capturing that audio, we will have no usable audio.
Well, if it's HoloLive, then probably.
Yeah, they did just put a whole bunch of like unedited HoloLive tracks into that game.
Do you think HoloLive is on YouTube ID though? Let's see.
They very well could be. I mean, they're very well connected to the Japanese music industry. Check it out. Ray Tracers.
Sounds like game music.
They both selected Asuka.
It's probably
the cars have different stats, so
that's
good.
The forced one.
Yes. That's what the pace bin suggests. It says if you really want to, you could both agree to use a different car. I guess,
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Here we go.
They're gonna beat Chase on normal difficulty. So steer, accelerate, brake. There's a nitro button, and then change view. So we'll see what views everyone wants to play with.
I'm a first-person guy, unless it's a drift game.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's also
drives me crazy.
There's also the argument that whoa, Yugge!
Whoa!
There was a big exclamation mark. There's also the argument that first person could reduce the lag because the game no longer has to draw your own car.
Oh.
But that's not why I do it. It's just like a thing I keep in my mind in case the game starts lagging and I'm not currently using first person.
Okay. I was like, what are you supposed to dodge? This thing is taking up the whole road, but it's a ramp.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to dodge the ramp. I would have completely dodged it.
That guy's dead! Yugge blew that guy up!
So this game is no longer... It's not what I thought it was. Maybe I was thinking of the PS2 game or something, because this looks awesome.
This is just a racing game.
Yeah, this looks great.
Where you destroy these other vehicles. I assume pedestrian vehicles on the road.
No, they're like part of the mafia.
They're bad guys.
Yes. Look at this like weird Cybertruck dump truck. I guess every Cybertruck is a dump truck, but this one is even weirder.
They're neck and neck, despite that crash from Yugge. Toasted Toad has more time on the timer.
I don't know if it matters. Maybe later, but probably definitely not for the first stage. Are we fighting both of these tanks? It's ridiculous.
They aren't really made of very strong material. You're just kind of tapping them in the back, and it's now half destroyed.
They're also not shooting. Oh. Well, I mean, that's the anti-air tank. It's not dangerous, we're not in the air.
It's like, oh no, they're approaching from the ground. What do we do?
I mean, that's why they have the red one, but the red one isn't shooting.
The health bars are very close. They're both out of nitro, so they can't use that to catch up. They just need to like hit these turns.
Yugge destroyed it at the turn that Toasty Stewart just went through, basically. So, also made up time on the bus. Entered a little... Oh, the timer. 7 seconds for Toasty. Have to hit him at least once more.
You have to do this. You can't afford to
not
make the first level.
What?
Oh!
That was
Mission
so close.
Complete.
Like, that was basically exactly when I expected the 1 to turn into a 0.
Yeah, It was like, what are this cutscene could either be success or failure. Incredible. There is no restart race option. Timing out fails the race once you come to a complete stop. So I guess you can, like, you know, just like
But it's hard to hit the tank when you're not
when
accelerating.
You're slower.
Yeah.
You can brake to speed up your failure, which is a fun little thing to put in the face gun. Infinite continues.
Oh, like once you fail and no longer accelerate, you can brake to be like a second faster at stopping.
Yes.
That's funny.
Kitty's just plowing through these logs. Your nitro meter, there's no way to refill it. There's no like drift good to get boost. There's no canisters on the course.
Oh, okay.
That resource is fixed. You have to choose how to use it.
Does the pace bin give like a hint? Oh, it may be useful for the bosses, because maybe that would matter in the first stage before you know that you should keep it for the boss.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. It doesn't even say that there are bosses necessarily.
Because it seems like
you are going to eventually beat Chase, whatever that means.
Because it seems like Yugge is now saving up the nitro for the boss.
Yeah. I mean, that boss was the hardest thing. So, yeah.
Gust. Whoa.
That's a helicopter. Just go up. Just go... it's the first time we've actually taken this thing on the road, and I guess it's just too heavy. Oh, no!
It seems unsafe.
The blades are just like in the ground.
In the trees. I've played enough of
nitro meter.
GTA Vice City to know that you shouldn't have a helicopter around trees.
It's not good. Okay, Yugge's out of nitro, but the boss is almost out of health.
You're doing less damage if like your speed is lower.
Don't know.
Oh, the helicopter lost its rocket
But
shooters.
It loses its everything. Yugge maintains the lead. Toasty Stoat's got 33 seconds and some nitro here as well. You're right to think, oh, the rockets got Toasty Stoat. You're right to think about like how much damage you're doing to the boss. Like if you can spend your nitro to take like a quarter of this health bar or something, like that might be really good.
Yeah, maybe like using the nitro only once you're right in front of the boss. Like accelerate without and then use it at the very end. Get
7 seconds left. Toasty Stoat using the last of the nitro is up on the right. It's gonna collide again. 3 seconds left on the clock.
Close again, but manages to make it through. And maybe this race will come down to a death that one of the players doesn't take.
Yeah. Yugge's getting a first look at the 3rd level. Getting a lot of points for killing these guys, but I don't think anything else. What's this meter in the bottom left? Was that progress towards the end of the level?
Seems like it. A long level.
Are these fan boats? Are these hovercrafts? But our car is just speeding through the water faster than the craft gliding above?
Yeah. I mean, these are like those things with the hovercrafts, right? So they're able to drive on road and not road, so maybe it's just very shallow water.
A burning hovercraft just drove past Toasty Stoat. Yeah, both players are... Toasty Stoat's used a little bit of nitro. Maybe they like hit a wall and used it to get back up to full speed.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. That's what I was thinking. Like, don't use the nitro unless you're like at a full stop basically, and you just gotta get back to your default speed.
Yeah. Gonna get a look at whatever this next boss is soon.
Yugge, there's an arrow! It was the biggest thing on screen.
I mean, I thought that they got down there okay, but apparently not. The weather's taking a turn.
Yeah, Toasty ran into the area in the middle. Had to use boost
Mhm.
to get back to the default speed. But what are we fighting? Oh, it's like some kind of rocket shooting
Armored
vehicle.
thing. Yeah. Okay, here's this big arrow coming up for Toasty Stoat. Nice. Oh, it almost got
Almost
bounced
went
out
back.
of the track. Yeah.
Yugge used all his boost.
That's a lot of health bar
Oh,
left. 22 seconds.
I don't think so. I really
But
don't
here's the
think
thing,
so.
I don't think either player's gonna make it work. Toasty Stoat hasn't even seen the boss yet. Okay, there's the extent. Sorry, I thought they were gonna have about the same amount of time, but
It's
there's
not gonna
one more
work for
extent.
Yugge.
It's so fast. It's just driving away.
It knows that you're on the timer.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's it. That's it. Oh, you're slowing down now.
Use the brake
Hit the
to slow down.
brakes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Important time save. Oh, but Toasty, the boss was halfway dead for Yugge at 20 seconds. Okay, making
Yeah,
good
this
use
is
of the
worse.
nitro.
I mean, Toasty Stoat had a. Oh, that was really good.
But we're running out of nitro.
It was a worse approach, right? The stage. Toasty Stoat had one really bad crash. I think there was one earlier we probably missed.
Yeah. But I mean, if you ask me, good. It's kind of... I don't know if a race where both players just make every stage first try is a good race. It should be a challenge, you know?
Yeah.
I like some kind of skill check that makes the game not about who can traverse the level the fastest, but who can do it the fastest without dying. I do enjoy that thing in a race.
And it seems that's what we got. Though it does mean it might be frustrating for these players, right? We might have this situation where you've just spent 90 to 120 seconds on an attempt at a stage, and it just doesn't work, and that's all gone.
Maybe it's like the kind of thing where you crash 3 times at the start, then there's nothing you can do, there's no stage reset button.
Yeah. Well, so if you have a really bad crash, I mean, I guess it's always the real answer is it depends, right? But like theoretically, you could have a crash so bad so early that you stop driving because you don't want to hit all those extends on the course.
Oh, yeah. That would be the faster way to reset, even though it would be even more painful to sit there for 50 seconds.
You would have to be absolutely sure that that attempt is already dead, though.
I think Yugge will be more sparing with the nitro usage on the boss now. Because ran out of nitro just too quickly. The boss was only halfway dead.
Yeah, and it seems that whenever the boss decides, it will just go faster than you.
I think that's when it wants to attack. So on Toasty, it like drove away, shot some rockets, and then
Yeah.
only then you were able to catch up, really.
So let's see how much time the racers have when they get this final extend before the boss.
27 for Yugge. Before the... Oh my god, we're going so fast. But Yugge is still being very, very aggressive with the initial nitro usage. I mean, it may still work. It's not like you cannot hit the boss without the nitro.
It looks like you don't do any more damage for having used the nitro the way that Yugge was.
Okay. It's better. More than halfway dead. 28 seconds-ish. Oh, but the boss is driving away.
It's just up there, man.
Oh, and then you catch up. It's inside a curve, so you have to adjust really badly. This may work. If we're really good and aggressive now, and it doesn't decide to just drive. Oh, it drove away. Yeah, GG.
4, 3, 2, I don't know. We can get one more hit, but that's not enough. It's not nearly
Oh!
enough.
Got in 2 more hits, one way after the time. That would have been crazy.
Toasty Stoat.
This is worse.
I didn't look at the time, but it doesn't look good.
It's especially worse when you miss the boss after nitroing.
Yeah.
But it's feathering the
Swerving left
nitro
and
more.
right.
I like the strat more. But like,
Let's look and see what the health bar like ends up at, right? Because I bet it's going to be a similar value here. Yeah, look at that.
Could have gone in one more hit too.
Almost got that last one. Hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Okay.
Yugge seems to be doing better progress-wise, but I like Toasty's strat more.
Yeah, the strat could be the difference, right? If there's like if it's of a certain difficulty, and you're only driving this well, like you might need something to put you over the top.
Oh, ID's saying in chat that it's about where you hit the boss. If you boosted him from behind, you do less damage.
I believe it. I was thinking just in terms of advantage of the like knockback. Like, what if you got in front of it, right? And like you collided.
I don't think you can.
And it like pushed you forwards.
I don't think we ever got in front of any of the bosses.
But there's this like the concept of like if the boss is here down the middle and if you collide here, the knockback is like gonna separate you two, right?
I don't know, it felt very scripted, the knockback. In a way that I'm not sure if there is more distance between the two of you if you hit him from behind versus from the side.
Well, I think it's less about distance and more about angle. Like, I think it's better to be knocked away sideways than it is backwards in terms of what it costs you to catch up again.
Maybe. We'll see.
But if it's more damage on the side, then, you know, that's going to trump everything.
Yeah, I don't think it's more. Didn't consider that ID might mean the angle.
The audio is getting pretty drastic.
You guys less time now. This is 24.
Worse than before.
Yeah, this is only 24. Madcap. Aggressive boosting. Hitting it from behind. Yeah, see, you can't get past him. Hitting from the side is so... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the distance after the side hit and after the back hit was exactly the same.
The side hit really seems to send you back. Or more correctly, I think it sends the boss forwards.
I think it's just so scripted, how much this guy moves forward and how much we move back. I don't think it matters where you hit him. And see, that was like more side than the Yeah, look at that. He's just... He goes zoom. 10 seconds? 3 more hits, maybe?
You just gotta drive good, is the key.
Nice. That was well done. Never really fell into that trap where you chase the boss for too long.
Toasty Stoat crashing completely into the wall. I really don't think there's any way to save this one, but you gotta try at this point.
Then you try to side hit him and you miss, and then all of a sudden you're in the wall.
We just saw, I think the snow is a good deal slower than the middle of the track, so you really want to try to stay in the middle.
Think?
I saw Toasty Stoat driving on the snow for a while, and look at that, it's not good.
I mean, he hit the
Even
wall
before
there.
before he hit the wall. Even.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. You don't want to be flipping out.
Big advantage to Yugge. This is tough though. Like, we had all these ideas, right? Like from the side, you use the nitro, more damage, less damage. It's all, but like nothing really matters. It's not about strategy. It's about keeping your car in the middle of the road as much as possible.
Oh my god, look at this thing.
It's not even the boss.
But
What
it
is this
behaves
thing?
like a boss.
It sure does.
In a way, it's like staying in front of you, you know? Like we see the top cap doing, cap top.
Madcap?
Madcap. That makes a lot... Yeah.
It's PopCap. It's the truck from which they develop all those Flash games. You gotta take him down. Banked track.
Is this escape? We've seen a finish in chat. Oh, never mind. We have not seen a finish in chat. Wait. Oh.
It's another vehicle that
That
Can't seem
shouldn't
to
be
get
on the
off
road.
ground. It's just sparks should be flying off of this thing. It's like facing backwards too.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't say for certain that that wouldn't work in a plane, but I feel like it wouldn't work in a plane.
It
Doing
does look like it's
all
like a
right,
VTOL
though?
or whatever. This looks good.
Yeah,
Out of nitro, but lots of time.
needs to hit it 2 more times, I think, though. Oh, it's gonna fly even further away.
1,
If it flies away now, it's
5,
a loss.
4, 3.
Oh, that was so close. Like if it had decided to attack again, and the attack includes that 360 move, that would have been a loss.
Toasty Stoat crashed, and then like repeatedly hit the wall afterwards instead of accelerating back up to top speed. Like this is like worse than even their first attempt, I think, right now.
Do you know how many stages there are?
No idea.
I didn't see what this one was called. Miss.
Look, it's only 18 seconds left. A cool explosion. Oh, that's a health bar. There's no progress meter on this one.
I think this is like a boss rush, almost.
I guess so.
Oh, Toasty's actually doing... was doing well. Like, was hitting the boss consistently every, like, cycle. The cycle of accelerating and getting close to the boss.
Yeah.
Like, look, it's doing well. If Toasty brought more time into the stage, and we know that he can take like 15 more seconds into the stage based on the times we've seen, this would have been a clear.
Yeah. He's definitely better at the boss now. First finishes coming in.
It's another area.
Mid-boss was racing along, says that finished with a time bonus of 0, which I bet Toasty Stoat also got on that first level.
Yeah.
This plane is made out of paper mache.
Blue means it's tech.
Time extend.
Huge battle tank, Leviathan. Oh my god. I mean, I feel like the tank is regular size, but the... Is it even
What
a
is it?
tank? It's like a bulldozer.
It's got a
like
little
an
arm where it just tries to like, just
like
hit
an
you.
excavator.
What is it doing? It's just going tick 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 on the road.
Gonna destroy your infrastructure, bro. Oh, did it.
Yugge has a whole minute. If this is the boss, this is going to be the easiest level.
I mean, yeah. It should be the boss. It had the intro and everything. We know that it's Leviathan. Oh, nice job dodging that one.
That thing is dead.
You think that was a chase?
I think when that screen pops up, it'll be like, you gotta take out this guy. Chase. Instead of Leviathan.
Oh.
That's my guess.
I thought the mission was... Oh, final mission!
Final mission.
That sounds like the last guy.
I guess that was Chase there in the cutscene.
Oh, that's him. That's Chase. Dude has like jet engines on his car. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, we couldn't make the arrow any bigger.
Okay, Toasty Stoat this time with 22 seconds. It's 4 more than last time. That's still going to be tough.
Yugge, don't hit the arrows. Yugge is like 30 seconds into this race, or like boss fight, because the stage starts with the boss fight.
Oh my god, look how long the timer is. You
Yeah.
can't just wait out another attempt on this one?
We're out of nitro.
Oh no. I think Yugge is not going to get this and now has no choice but to wait 3 minutes for another attempt.
Yugge nitroed when the guy was nitroing. I don't know. Maybe you could have estimated that it wasn't gonna work. Toasty, it's not gonna work.
It's not going to work.
Didn't get any closer either. It's a bad.
Must be disheartening.
Yeah, we got a low base.
Especially after you see those finishes from the people who probably did not lose once.
I don't think 133 seconds is enough.
There's no point to not trying, though.
That's true. Maybe.
Also, it looks like you're doing loops on the same course, so like you're gonna memorize the course.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe this stage fails you when the guy drives away or something.
We'll have to ruminate on that for a little bit.
Yeah, this is where you get nitro, then boss was like, eh, same.
I wonder if there's like a bit of rubber banding, so like when he nitros ahead, just let him go. He's just stretching the rubber band. There's definitely a force field that prevents you from slipping past.
Yeah. And Yugge isn't even close. He's maybe gonna get this guy halfway dead. That's it.
This could all come down to this final level. It's like 4 minutes an attempt or whatever, right? Like, that could be everything.
Yugge's getting some good hits in. I don't think it's enough to clear, but it's gonna be better than half. Oh wait, this is the straight now, I think, so the bus is gonna use the booster! Chase is long gone.
How's Toasty Stoat doing this time? Staying off the walls. He's colliding a lot with the other guys on the road.
Did I play this? I feel like I played this.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I did.
It has been raced before.
32-52. Wow, I suck.
You didn't first try everything, that's for sure.
Not even close, apparently.
Worth mentioning, Midboss, who has already finished, has raced this before. I don't know about so much Fabs, who maybe just like one-shot this whole thing. 1927. Got the first place.
Toasty is not even close. 25 seconds and the boss is like fully functional.
Keeps going into the snow.
I don't know if the snow is slower.
So let's watch the speedometer.
I'm trying to, but he keeps crashing into the walls instead of driving on the snow.
And then just hits the brakes there. Alright, Zenig Reverie confirming snow is slow.
Well, this means it's 2v1. I'm okay with these odds.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure. Maybe Zenig... Has anyone tested it? Maybe they played it before. I just trust Zenig's perception. I also just generally trust chat's perception. I've noticed when I'm not commentating and just watching, I'm spotting all these things that the commentators are not. Just because you have to do the work of communicating your thoughts. So you're processing and ideas and stuff, that stuff is a little bit more slowed down.
Yeah, I should commentate on German from now on to make it easier on myself. Oh, sehr gut. Good Auto.
Why are you...
I
You're
don't
speaking
know!
like an English person who doesn't actually know how to speak German.
Yugge is halfway done and is less than halfway done with the timer, so this is a good look. But it's also done with the nitro, so maybe it's not as good as of a look as my math makes it seem.
Yeah, the nitro seems like kind of a key ingredient here.
You gotta be careful when you use it. You don't want to use it in like turns, you don't want to use it when the boss is nitroing, you don't want to hit it immediately after a hit because the game is still scripted to like separate the two of you.
Yeah. It does seem like you only just catch up to the boss at the end of that long straightaway. And if we're operating on this rubber band theory, you would want to wait till you catch up to enjoy the full effects of the rubber band.
Well, I mean, oh, that was a really strong hit somehow. That did a lot of damage.
Toasty Stowe is so close to the wall. Oh, it gets drove into from behind. Dodges that car.
Top speed is like
Dodges
308
this
in the snows. Top speed is 308 on the road. Look at Yugge.
Our argument is falling apart.
Hey, look. This is the long straight. Here, how fast is Yugge going, huh? Toasty, not with a lot of time. I only saw it after the time extent, but that was like 48 or something, 47.
It gives you 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's not
30
great.
seconds? It couldn't be 30. There's no way Toasty Stowe got there with 11 seconds left. I must be wrong.
Well, it would be 18 seconds. It was 48 or 47.
Oh, I guess 18, that's in the realm of possibility. Though not good.
Oh, Yugge, 3 seconds. Oh, what?
Oh!
What? It was like a double hit or something.
He's dead!
I saw the health bar go from like 2 amount of hits to 1 amount of hit, and then suddenly it was dead.
What a finish.
I think that was a double hit.
The only one good enough to beat us is Shin.
What is going on?
Is that Shin? Is this Chase?
Oscar, you got really fast.
You got really fast.
Have we been missing out on this voice acting the whole time?
Can't believe it.
Let's race again.
Alright.
Congrats to Yugge. They made a Christmas tree out of the lights on the building. Opportunity for some on-screen profanity. It's gonna opt for something a little more standard.
What 3-letter profanity is there? You don't have to answer. Wait, do you hear this on Toasty? I hope this is not an emulator thing.
Oh. It does seem to be like
But I mean, it seems to be running fine, and I would judge that it has not been the game running slow, which has been the issue for Toasty.
Well, I mean, anything the game running slower would help Toasty drive more accurately, which is what they really need to make progress.
What's going on in the video now?
Helicopter. And once again, it's way too low.
Just a common issue in this fictional city of Ray Tracer Tokyo.
Chat, please. This foul language.
Peace.
We must get rid of this.
Chat, what 4-letter word for cry about start of tournament do you know?
So So cry can be like boohoo, sad cry, right? But it can also be a cry of victory or a war cry, or
Yeah, or roar.
yeah, a thing you shout out. Looking like we're gonna have another 18-second. Yep.
And to me, it looks like that I will have to look for vodkas because this seems like it's gonna be a while.
What is that sound?
It's the Mad Cat. That's what it sounds like.
I guess. I didn't really clock that. I guess the audio is a little bit louder for Toasty Stout. That's all the nitro gone. Oh, it was trying to cut a corner or something there. This is maybe a good time for me to bring up my theory I've been thinking about of what happens when there's a hard goal. We even have this thing to draw on. So like, I'm gonna illustrate this idea with a chart, even though.
Okay, I like charts.
Well, here's the thing. You might immediately ask questions like, what are these axes? Like, in what units are they measured? And I'm gonna have a big, I don't know.
If you want me to be a nerd about it, you gotta put like little arrows at the top and right of the axes for it to be correct.
Okay. So on the right, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna call it effort or something.
Yeah.
And on the top here, this is gonna be like likelihood.
What?
All right. Of success? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out together. I think when you come in to a game, let's say this is a racing game, you have a skill level at a racing game. And let's say there's like a level that's like, you need to do this level. So I think your skill is going to be distributed in like a bell curve sort of thing. This is just purely based off of feel, right? I think like this is your worst and this is your best that you can do when you try to do a thing.
Okay.
Right? And so you're very likely to sort of end up in the middle because that's just, I don't know, that's just what I've decided. But very rarely you'll do your absolute best you've ever done. Very rarely you'll do your absolute worst you've ever done. That's my idea. And then as you play a game, I think this curve does not really move laterally side to side. I think the distribution changes. So you're more likely to do better. I think it kind of shifts like that. But you don't really ever get much better than your best as you play a game. I think in order to like move that curve horizontally this way, that's a slow process. That's a thing where you need to play
that's joining
for
races.
months, for years, right? It's a lot of things. So when you have a race and you come in and it's like, okay, this is the difficulty of the thing you need to do, right? You've got a 50-50 chance if you're at this red curve to do it. And I think what we just saw there was it asked for this difficulty of a thing to do. And Toasty Stoat's curve was in the red, and Yugge's curve was maybe more like this.
Yeah.
So it was like a
took a few tries.
50% chance of success for Yugge, right? Needed a few tries, but got there. Whereas Toasty Stoat, this is tiny little sliver needed to land in order to make it happen. And it's just sort of like, where does the game draw the line, right? You get very different results at where that line is drawn. And it was just a little bit too far to the right. Yeah, he was better at the game, is the end result of my TED Talk. But I've been trying to communicate that idea of like, people might think like, oh, he's been on this for like an hour. How has he not done it yet? And it's because that sliver is so small. Like you you can't really improve your chances of doing that good in this short a time.